everybody! Happy Monday! If you can hear stuff in the background, I apologize. It's really warm in my room right now, despite being in the middle of a Wisconsin winter. Not a fan. Not a fan. My room is so finicky with temperature. But anyway, we're getting back into AI Dungeon again. I know I ran a Twitter poll a little bit ago. I was just in the mood to, like, read stuff off. Like, some kind of... play something with reading involved, whether it's AI Dungeon or... I know there's a few visual novels that I'd like to try out. When I get the chance. Yeah, if anybody can let me know how the audio sounds. I know my last stream was my collab with Rem and some other peeps over in the virtual sleepover, and I know, like, I was messing around with audio a little bit. Hi, baby! Audio sounds alright? That's good. Good, good, good. Little quiet. How does this sound? I am speaking into your ears. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I always constantly have to finnick around with audio. Okay. I don't really have too much else to say, so let's maybe get into some batshit robot story stuff, huh? Now, I don't actually remember too much about the story we left off on. I do remember, like, I remember we did 2 stories. One was just too crazy to continue, and I know I kind of skimmed through some of the events of the second story. I just remember there's ghouls, and we're trying to survive, and we have an injured hand. Met a girl along the way, and she disappeared without a trace. Yeah, I think, here you cook the ghoul meat. Cook pieces of ghoul meat over the fire. They're tough, but they taste good, especially dipped in grease from the campfire. You ate the ghoul meat, gain 1 point. I'm looking forward to Judge Bot. Let's see. Burning some bones, have no matches. Heading east, apparently. Okie doke. But, like, if this is around nighttime, might have to just, like, take an itty-bitty snoozer. Take a snooze. Oh. Confetti, I found food. I didn't get any points. Take snooze. You wake up a few hours later and see the night sky more clearly. You go to get something to drink from the stream, then return to eat your food. A bit odd, just to go to sleep mid-meal, but... Alright, apparently it's still nighttime. Yum. Hody hi. Sleep until sunrise. Lurking support you love. Thank you, Tiny. Appreciate you so much, Frograd. Much love. Sleep until sunrise. You wake up to the burnt flesh of your ghoul meat lying next to you and realize you must have eaten it hours ago. You stand up and go to get your stuff, then set off again. I don't think you should eat human flesh. You lose 1 point. It's not human flesh, they're ghouls. What are you talking about? Yeah, I guess we're heading eastward. You head... Continue traveling eastward. Within the next hour, you find a working car. You decide to get in and see if you can figure out where you are. The car turns on and you're not surprised. I would be. This is an apocalyptic setting. Working cars are kind of a rare commodity. Granted, it may not have gas. Check the car's fuel gauge. The car's tank is nearly full. You decide to continue east in the hopes of finding more humans to eat. You're just full from the ghoul meat. You're a cannibal. You gain 1 point. You made me lose a point for doing that. Judgepot, get your shit together. I'm still full. Just like within the past hour, then you must have eaten quite a bit of ghoul meat. Please, RoboGM, tell me more. There's no sign of the undead for now, so you settle in to play your music. As you're playing, you notice a man walking out of the forest. I do have BGM playing, in fact, and I quite enjoy it. I notice a man walking out of the forest. Observe the stranger. So you just want to stop by over. Hi, Pocket-chan! So great to see you here. Thanks for the lurk. Judge Bot be like, well, as long as you're committing to the bed. You observe the stranger. He walks towards your car carrying something under his arm. He has wild eyebrows and a thick black mustache that's missing a couple of teeth. Good howdy, my dear sir. How goes the hunt? What's the AI doing? It's a little soon. Pretty good, I guess. He looks at you as if you've lost your mind. I don't know about this, sir. Please, I implore you. You put the car in park and get out. Oh wait, that's right. When I skimmed over this adventure, turns out our name is Nettle, like the plant. Were we a woman? I think we were. So in that case, I don't know about this man. What seems to be the issue? I'm nervous. Don't be. I'm a friendly sort. I won't bite. He holds up his hand, which is shaking. I called 911 15 minutes ago, he says. Did something happen? There's been a rash of abnormalities. I can't explain it. It just started. They're all over the news, but they've isolated it to a few towns in Missouri and neighboring states. Is this guy just late to the punch in there being a ghoul apocalypse? More bad news than friend. The whole country is overrun by ghouls. Hi, not the mama. Eating dinner or watching? It's my mom's cat. What you having for dinner? I wanted to get out of here, but I don't know where to go. I got a little farm, but you look over his shoulder at the bundle in his arms. What is he carrying? What kind of bundle? What have you got there? It's a baby. It was in the woods. I found it just now. Where were its parents? The man looks at the ground and shrugs. Wowee. Oh, Slum! Hi, Slum. Cheese board, ooh. I'm not sure if I've ever had a cheese board. But okay, this guy just found an abandoned baby. Take a look at the baby. The infant is a skinless, hairless thing. It has no eyes, no ears, no face. It's so tiny, you say, holding the infant. What should I do? What the hell happened to this baby? Did something happen to it, or was it born like this? No eyes, no ears, no face. When did he call 911? 15 minutes ago. I can't say I like the look of this kid. How about I keep you company until the authorities show up. Gotcha for class, good luck with the rest of the stream. Beat the fuck out of that academic class, baby. I'm rooting for ya. That'd be nice. I don't know what I'd do out here. You could keep watch over the bundle, of course. He looks at you nervously. Got something to say, mister? I really don't think that's necessary, the man says. Check if the baby is alive. The infant is still. You turn it so its feet are facing up, and you put it in the man's arms again. You're a good person. You gain 5 points. Fine. Let me see. That doesn't tell me anything. Can you elaborate? It's been a rough day, you say. Maybe it's best if you don't know what I look like. You enjoy the music until the skies turn black. The man looks up nervously. Completely out of left field. I don't recall, like, having, like, a headscarf or, like, a mask or something. Let's try something different. There you go. Aw, you're so tiny. You'll grow up big and strong. You look at the bundle in the man's arms. Okay, so that implies the baby is indeed alive. How is it breathing without a face? How is it breathing without a face? It's like it's sucking on air through a straw. It must not have been planning to eat ice cream every day, say. The man laughs nervously. I guess so. What the hell? Okay. Wait. No eyes, no ears, no face. There are no discernible orifices in this child's head. I'm scared of this child. Yeah, I'm growing increasingly concerned. Wait for the authorities to arrive. They'll be here soon, sir. Would you prefer to stay here or go back to your home? I just moved here. I don't have anywhere else to go. Okay, well, first of all, we're not a sir. Second of all... who's talking? Who is who? Be here soon. Try again. The man nervously looks at his watch. They won't arrive for 4 hours, he says. We have a knife, don't we? I don't remember. Actually, didn't we, like, at one point try to use, like, a piece of wood or like a tree branch or something and try to fashion it into a club? Was that this story, or am I thinking of something else? I played this game quite a few times. I don't remember. Search for lumber. You find some scrap wood and a hammer. What are you making? A box. What do you plan to do with it? It's for the baby. You're building a crib. You gain 1 point. That's not what I had in mind, but you know, that works. An extra layer of protection. Use leftover wood to make a club and give it to the man. He looks at the club with awe. That's a very fine piece of lumber, he says. You take the club back and hit the board into place. There, that should do it. You fixed the door. You gain 10 points? I suppose before the apocalypse, Nettle was like a carpenter? Some sort of woodworker? Let's put that in pins. Or a muscle lady. Oh, that fits perfect! Before the apocalypse, you were a woodworker. Cool, cool. I have things to do, and I can't stay for much longer. Use the club to protect yourself and the baby. I can't. Use the club. I found it in the woods, and it could be a national security threat. The man looks very worried. He nervously pockets the club and nods. A very, very effective club. Can't concern yourself with the law when you're in the middle of an apocalypse. Nod to the man, get back in the car, and continue driving east. You drive down the road for a while to make sure you're not being followed. It's a long ways to the next town, but you're sure you'll be able to find it. You're driving! You gain 5 points. I wish somebody rewarded me for every time I drove a car or something. For the record, I don't drive. was the last of my coffee. Okay, driving to the next town. Can I have some more? I want some more. So we're going to go to my house, the man says. No, the man is not with me. I left him behind to fend for himself. No. You realize you can't go back to your house. What if they're still there? What if they're waiting for you? Who is they? Who be they? Who indeed? I want more, please. What if you have to fight them again? A large dusty sign comes into view. I'm just continuing on. It reads, Natchez. A welcome sign would probably look nicer than that, but you doubt if anyone is out looking for you at this late hour. Your gas gauge reads, empty! It's a very expressive gas gauge. Natchez. Survey the area. You notice a farmhouse in the distance. It looks like it might be occupied. Several strobe lights around the yard light up and then dim on. Someone having a party? Investigate the farmhouse. You ring the doorbell several times. No answer. You bang on the door and shout for anyone inside to answer. Go away! We're sleeping! You hear from inside. You try to wake up the family. You lose 1 point. Well, I'm glad they're doing great. I just need a place to rest for the night. I'm not letting you in. Go away. You begin to plan. The door is locked. You remove your car keys from the ignition and place them on the hood. Are we being sneaky? Let's be sneaky. If you let me stay just for one night, I will give you folks my car. You start the engine and drive away. The woman comes out onto the porch immediately. She looks very tired. She sees the car and runs over to it before you can put it in park. We don't have any more gas. The car runs over to it. What do you do? I see you. I know who you are. You stay away from us. Just for one night, you say, as if that should convince them. I'm not letting you in. Drat. How do they know who I am? Wait on the porch until morning. You sit on the porch and watch as the sun begins to rise. You're still wondering if you should turn around and drive back to town when you hear a loud pop! What ho! Hark, what is thine disturbance? And a slight pain in your back. You scream in pain and fall to the ground. You look up from the ground to see a strange man standing over you with a wrench in his hands. Rude. Dude. What the hell? I'm here to fix your tail light, he says. What? I'm here to fix your tail light. Are you sure you should be doing that? Goodness grievance. There are better ways to make an introduction. I'm here to fix your tail light. The man looks up and pretends to sneeze. He removes a wad of cash from his pocket and tosses it at your car. Go get yourself a milkshake. What is this guy's problem? This adventure is wild. Yeah, they usually are. Swipe the cash in disdain and walk into town. You walk into the town of Natchez with your arms full of cash. You find a nice hotel and drop off the money. You're a nice guy. You gain 5 points. Are those, like, just pity points? I'm pretty sure these are pity points. I just got whacked and then got a whole fuck ton of cash and now 5 points. What do? By the way, I'm surprised that there's a nice hotel still in business during a ghoulish uprising. Let's see, should probably check up on the condition of my hand. My bandaged hand. It's bandaged, and there doesn't seem to be any signs of infection. You decide to call it a night and find a new place to rest for the night. You're a real man? You gained 10 points? No, we're a woman! We are a lumberjane! Bot. Also, I like how we just put a crap load of money into a nice hotel and we don't even use it. But I guess we have our hand back. Remove the bandages. You definitely feel a slight sting as air hits your wound, but it's not so bad. You grasp the wad of bills and stuff them into your pocket. Wait, what? Who gave me that money? It sure wasn't me. You stole money, you gained 2 points. It wasn't stolen. The guy just whacked us with a wrench and gave us the wad of cash for nothing. It was pity cash. Search for a place to spend the money. Oh wait, we were going to rest for the night. You find a nice looking restaurant with a full parking lot. You decide to step inside and see if they take plastic. What? What? Also, I guess we're a nice guy. So I had to step inside and see if they take plastic. What does that mean? Please tell me what that means. You step into the restaurant and realize the place is pretty empty. The hostess leads you to your table as you sit down. Can I start you off with anything? She asks. First of all, given the uprising of ghouls all over the place, how is this place still in business? She looks at you like she doesn't understand. I'll have whatever the special is, you say. I'll be right with you, she said before walking away. Just give up. Are we working with, like, Dead Rising or Zombieland rules now? Where, like, yeah, there's dangerous man-eating ghouls everywhere, but it's just kind of a part of life now. So what indeed is this special? A little later, your food arrives. This place is pretty dead, you say. The closest city with a steady supply of food and water would be Jackson, you continue. Wait. This place is pretty dead. These are just two entirely... These are pretty much entirely different comments. I got no clue. Don't know nothing. I have to say, I'm really surprised someone hasn't set up shop here yet, she replies. Natchez is a great location. You both dig in. Ma'am, this food is not for you? Granted, we are in the middle of an apocalypse. You should probably shovel down as much as you can at every opportunity. And tasty, filling food is probably exceptionally rare. But nevertheless, you delivered this food to me for me to eat. What are we eating, by the way? Inspect the food. Is it good? You say. It's fine, she replies. You both sit in silence as you finish your food. That tells me nothing. That tells me absolute jack squat. Have you heard from anyone about babies being born without skin or facial features? I heard about a new case yesterday, she says. A woman in Minnesota gave birth to a baby boy. He had no eyes, no ears, no nose, no mouth. Any ideas what that's all about? Not really, she says. I wish I had a better answer. What about the new virus, you say? Any news on that? She pauses for a moment. I figured it had to be related to the ghouls somehow. The new virus hasn't really had much of an effect here, she says. As far as I know, there were some cases reported in Kansas. What do you mean, you ask? Yeah? What do you mean? I yawn. I heard that the new virus caused people to lose all their hair, she says. I mean, I assume it's true. Nobody here has suffered from hair loss. You finish your dessert in silence. Just full course meal, I guess. That does actually track. The baby explicitly didn't have any hair either. But I mean, it's kind of hard to grow hair when you don't have skin. Sounds like humanity is headed for a real shitstorm. That was the latest story I found. Limbless ghoul babies. Hello, by the way, Kochuhan. How's your day been today? Is there anything I can do to help? She asks. I'll think of something, you reply. You pay the bill and walk out of the restaurant. And we never return. Find a place to hunker down and sleep. Oh wait, that was say not do. I'll have to do that over. Find a place to hunker down and sleep. You find a nice hotel across from a movie theater. You walk in and check in. The clerk smiles at you. Thank you for staying with us, she says. Found a hotel, gain 1 point. This is the nice hotel we found earlier. We just set aside a big wad of cash, and then we left. And now we're back. Granted, most people don't really hang around the hotel when they first check in, at least if they're on vacation. Night here in Russia? Ah. Go to bed. You decide to get a few hours of sleep before heading out to do some more scavenging. Considering the track record that AI Dungeon has when it comes to going to sleep and waking up, this is shockingly mundane. You wake up and get yourself prepared. You check the news while getting ready. There is no real new news. You walk out and see a new movie called The Woman in Black. So we got a hotel, a nice restaurant, a movie theater. It's like there's no apocalypse at all. Then again, didn't the waitress lady say that the virus didn't really have much effect here? Would you tell me what it is about? Just maybe? It's got you hooked. Looks like a matinee today. It's been pretty slow so far, but you don't want to push your luck. You're gonna have to be careful. True enough, this place is pretty suspicious at a glance. Can't be all hunky-dory. That being said, we don't have a car anymore. Head eastward. Keeping a low profile. You continue your journey, and a few hours later you come across a gas station. It's pretty run down, but it seems to be the only thing between you and farmland. Well, time to do what they always do in apocalypse scenarios. Check the shelves inside. You search the shelves inside but find nothing of value. You continue on. As it gets dark, you begin to fear you'll be recognized and hunted down for your flesh. I mean... the part about recognition is just kind of a non sequitur. Ghouls have no use for identity. keep my knife in hand. Ready for an attack at any moment. You keep your knife in hand, or you decide to keep your knife on you at all times from here on. After a few hours, you come across a cabin. You look through the window and see movement inside. Is it person movement? You wait by the window for a moment, hoping someone will appear, but no one does. That's when you decide to break in. You try the doorknob and it's unlocked. I would like more, please. You walk in slowly and find yourself in a living room. You see a man watching TV. You walk up to him slowly. Check the man's vitality. The man looks at you but doesn't move. You grab his wrist and hold your knife to his throat. Turn the TV off now, you command. TV. You used violence to get what you wanted. You gain 2 points. Turn the TV off now, you command. TV. TV turns off and you release your grip. Who are you? What do you want? He asks. Shut up, you say. Why are you holding a knife to me? He continues. Just want to be sure you weren't a ghoul. Why do you think I'm a ghoul? He says, anger building in his voice. You have no eyes, you say simply. He grabs the remote and turns off the TV. The TV was off, but I suppose if he doesn't have eyes, it's not like he would know. It's actually kind of an interesting turn of events. Like, you could extrapolate, like, Nettle managed to, like, deduce a whole bunch of shit, like, just within the past few minutes. Figure out that this guy didn't have eyes and therefore was a ghoul. Suddenly, TV starts moving by itself. I almost hope it does. Just to make this story even more crazy. What will the man say? What will he do? He then gets up and approaches you. You back away, but he doesn't seem to notice. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you, he says, sticking the knife closer to your throat. No. No, the reverse Uno card does not apply here. I'm the one with the knife. But I like how this is turning out. Let's just... You don't sound like too bright a bulb. I'm the one threatening you. The man looks confused for a moment. Well, that's... You quickly slice open his throat and he collapses to the floor. I guess we got tired of chit-chat. Wait for him to bleed out and harvest his ghoul meat. He gurgles a bit as blood seeps out of his neck. After about a minute, you wait no longer and start chewing on his flesh. You ate some flesh, you gain 1 point. I mean, we're not even gonna bother cooking it first? You're getting a little crazy, Nettle. Girl, you crazy. Smart ghouls being resistant to eye poking. I'll skip my turn. You know, I might be out of coffee, but I kind of anticipated it, so I have just a little sody right here. Not the best tasting thing you've ever had, but then it isn't supposed to be. It's a ghoul's job to make sure the humans stay human and have the drawbacks that come with it. actually a little confused. It's a ghoul's job to make sure the humans stay human and have the drawbacks that come with it. Is this like a weird way of the AI saying that Nettle is pretty much a ghoul at this point? Like, no transformation sequences here, no infection scenes, no turns of drama, it's just a thing now. I'm gonna reinforce it. You are a ghoul. So now we have become part of the problem. These RPG races, drawbacks, and ghouls are moderating that? I don't know, you gotta wonder. I mean, the AI is pretty much like a GM, in a way. Take some meat for the road. You put some bits of meat into your bag. You have enough for now, but you really should explore a bit more. You think you'll find a farmhouse or something somewhere up ahead. Okay. After that, you need to find some firewood and figure out where the heck you are. We know where we are. Or at least we knew where we were. Strip some lumber from the cabin for a campfire. You take 2 pieces of lumber and start dragging them to the cabin. You manage to get about 10 feet when you realize that it's not going to work. You tried, but it wasn't going to work out. You lose 2 points. Why doesn't it work? What kind of non-flammable wood am I working with? Nevertheless, search around for a map. You search the cabin and find a bunch of papers, but no map. So much for your hunch. You're gonna need a new plan. Wait. Let me just scroll back up. Yeah, okay. Follow the road to Jackson. The town of Jackson. You continue up the road, following the signs. About 15 minutes later, you see the glow of a city ahead of you. You can't believe your eyes. You made it! You made it out of New York! You made it out of New York. You gained 5 points. So Natchez was New York all along. Who'da thunk? Let's see if wood is made out of plastic. Sit down for a moment and savor the feeling. I guess. Let's just roll with it. You're alive. You're free. You think you'll stay here for a while and rest. Well, you can think about that later. You know, I think this would be a pretty good ending point for this adventure. So we'll just go the end. And I don't know what to say. No need to say a single thing. Alright. That was a little bit of a ride. But now... now we do something new. And what do we do? Let's see, I think we did mystery, and then the last one was apocalyptic. I'm kind of leaning towards fantasy. Noble, princess, knight. Oh, that's right. I can be a fairy now. I don't think I've really done fairy yet, so let's go with fairy. Character's name. Jellavine. You are Jellavine, a fairy living in the kingdom of Larian. You live in a fairy realm hidden under a grassy hill near the castle. Your skin is a light tinge of blue, your wings sparkle in the sunlight, and you are very small and good at hiding. You are fascinated by humans and love to watch them from their flowers where you blend in. While you are hiding, suddenly a raven flies near you and drops a note on your flower. You You open it to find that it is from a human looking for help. And apparently our main quest is to help someone without being seen. Dearest narrator, care to be more specific? The note says, "Hello, Gelavine. I am a courier traveling from the capital to the eastern part of the kingdom. There is a new plague striking down the citizens." Oh dear. Some things never change. I need to deliver a letter to the captain of the Royal Armored Carriage, but I am being delayed by the plague. Can you take the letter to him? Look around for the letter. You look around for the letter. The letter drops onto the flower in front of you. Does this mean the plague has reached the hill? The letter says the plague has reached the hill. You gain 1 point. Good grief. I mean, I guess that logically tracks. Stash the letter in on my person. While you're in the fairy hill, you might as well look for a new pet. You spot a pretty humming flower nearby with lovely purple petals. They look sweet and pretty. You found a pretty flower. You gain 1 point. I mean, we're a fairy. Our priorities are not going to be very, you know. If we're looking for a pet, a humming flower. Bring the humming flower to life. As soon as you pick it up, the flower comes to life and hums. You're not sure if it's happy that you've chosen to live here or confused that you've decided to bring it with you. You've chosen to live here. You gain 5 points. It's not quite what I had in mind. I figured the humming flower would be like... we could turn it into like a floral familiar to join us on our travels. But maybe it could be like... almost like a flying house sort of deal, except it's just a flower. That'd be kind of cute. Pilot the humming flower towards the east. The flower seems to understand your meaning and flutters towards the east as fast as it can. You hold on to it tightly and are soon bathed in the afternoon sun. The flower understands you. You gain 2 points. Search for the captain of, what was it? The Royal Armored Carriage. From above. With the flower in your hands, you search for the largest black thing up in the distance. A black dot appears on the horizon. You found a black dot. Gain 1 point. We don't know what it is yet. Fly towards the horizon. As you fly, the wind blows through your hair and the sun warms your back. You decide that this is the best way to get around after all. I mean, we have a flying flower house that hums. Oh no, what if it's like flapping its petals? And it's flapping them like a hummingbird. That's actually kind of a neat image. Oh, such whimsy. Approach the black dot in the distance. You notice that the black thing has several little protruding objects sticking out of it on both sides. You're sure that it's a carriage of some sort. You notice the carriage. Gain 2 points. I almost feel like Judge Bud is patronizing me. I mean, I suppose this is what we're looking for. The Royal Armored Carriage. Turn invisible and plant the letter inside the carriage. You float over to the carriage and jump off the flower, landing perfectly on the letter. You walk around the carriage to find a good spot to plant it. I don't know why you're jumping off a carriage, but I guess it's for dramatic effect. You gain 10 points! good night. Hope your night goes good too. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Find a good spot to plant it. There are a few little holes for the arrows, but you're unsure if the letter will just fall through them and get destroyed. You need to be sure that it gets placed perfectly in there. Find the captain. You spot the captain on the other side of the carriage, looking very bored. He's looking at a map and does not notice you at all. Perfect. Perfect. Drop the letter at his feet and fly away. He turns around as he hears a small noise and sees you. Did I miss an event here? You did. What is this? It's an invitation to your own death. Sadly can't stay. No worries, Ark. I'm glad you dropped by anyway. It's an invitation to your own death. I don't think so. As soon as the letter hits the ground, it bursts into flames. The captain and the first soldier jump back in surprise, but the second remains unfazed. You hope that the letter has been placed in the carriage. It has. In fact, it's created a problem inside the carriage. Ooh. What if this was a setup? What if the letter was actually a trap? And was actually supposed to, like, kill the captain on delivery? That's quite nefarious. I like that. Fly out of the carriage before anyone sees me. As soon as you fly out, the captain shouts something in that language and grabs a bow. The first soldier turns around and looks directly at you. The first soldier saw you. You gain 1 point. No, that's a bad thing! I'm a fairy. I'm not supposed to be seen. Actually, wait. We turned invisible. I'm just gonna... searches frantically for you. But he can't find you. Retreat back into the humming flower. You hear yelling and footsteps outside. You wait patiently, but nobody enters the fairy hill. You're glad you've at least got somewhere safe to retreat to. I mean, we're not really in the hill, but... watch carriage burn in the distance. Watch the carriage continues on its way, apparently empty. There's a slight breeze, so you push off with your feet and glide after the carriage. No, we just got out of there. You are a good swimmer. You gained 2 points. No. No. I won't take that. The carriage burns for quite some time, and eventually only a black smudge is left where it once was. You sit there for a while, basking in the sunlight, when you notice a black thing floating in the sky. Oh? Somebody trying to do what I was doing? At first you think it's a raven flying towards the smuzzy remains of the carriage. But... as you watch it fly around, you realize it's shockingly a dragon! It's hard to say how big it is because it's far away, but it seems very menacing. It must be confused too, as it's flying around in a circle. On one hand, if we go by Pokemon rules, then, you know, there's nothing I have to be afraid of. But if it's not Pokemon rules... Fly the humming flower closer to the dragon. You can't imagine what might happen if a dragon and an invisible fairy came together. The dragon makes loud trumpeting noises and nothing comes out of your own throat in response. You can only imagine that it sees you. By the way, if our main quest was to help someone without being seen, I can only figure, like, the quest is complete. Like, I did what I was instructed. Go Izzy, thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming by, Slum! I give you hugs. Have a nice night. What if I be a little sassy? Head in front of the dragon's snout. Dispel the invisibility and wink at it. You have no idea if dragons can see in the dark, but you sure can. You're a sneaky type. You gain 2 points. Fairy is as a fairy does. What else? What else? It doesn't seem to be getting any closer, and it's still making that noise. You have to get out of here before the dragon makes a loop and comes back around for a second pass. Why? Why? It's not doing anything, it's just flying around in circles. Yo, draconic fellow. What has you flying? What has you floundering around in the sky as you are? The dragon roars and continues flying in a circle. It's going too fast for you to approach any closer. What should you do next? Disguise myself as a dragon. The dragon begins to notice your shenanigans as you move several feet away from it. It begins to fly towards you at breakneck speed. Well, this is certainly different. No. Fly down below in a playful manner. The dragon lowers itself down towards you, but you stay put. The dragon breathes fire at you repeatedly, and you just continue to remain stationary. Dragon with stormtrooper aim. You are a hero! dragon closer to the fairy hill. Only good things. The dragon becomes more and more exasperated as the fairy hill remains out of its reach. It makes another loop in the sky before flying off to find someplace more fruitful. The fairy hill is yours. You defeated the dragon! I barely did anything. And now I will be known for my heroic deeds. I was thinking of something entirely different, but I guess we'll settle for this. The other fairies come out from their homes to gather around you. As you return to your fairy form, they send you back to Earth with a gust of wind. What news have you of your sister? You ask the captain. He pulls out a map and shows you where his men have already been. What? What? I am very confused. Too confused to let that slide. They swarm all over you and begin to carry you to the fairy hill in a swarm. Okay. We are a hero, I guess. I don't know. Your human form becomes increasingly weaker until you're nothing but a swarm of fairies flying to the fairy hill. When you arrive, you're gently placed on a soft patch of grass. You begin to laugh. What? I don't even... Please. Please give me something substantial. You have to say, this is one of the more enjoyable transformations. Soon you find yourself sitting on the fairy hill in your new fairy form, which doesn't hurt as much as you thought it would. That's better, I guess. We'll settle. Pluck myself a berry and have a fruity munch. You feel a lot better now. The fairy berry is like candy. You nearly eat the whole thing in one bite. The other fairies gathered some berries for you from somewhere else in the forest. You feel good after eating a fairy berry. You have gained 5 points. That's so adorable! Also, score is 47, the best number. Throw a little party. I'm not anticipating this wholesomeness to last. You're feeling quite jolly and decide to throw a little fairy party for yourself. After all, you're a fairy now. You change your form to enjoy some music. Challenge other fairies to a dance-off. Fairies are not known to be great dancers, but you decide to try to change that perception. You challenge any fairy to come up and dance with you. I don't see why you would do this. No! JudgeBot, why would you do this? Are there any challengers? The first one to hold you in their arms for more than 3 seconds is the winner. Nobody accepts your challenge. Well, nobody except a short, rather grubby fairy. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, the doggos are excited. First one to hold you in their arms for more than 3 seconds is the winner. Pat them on the shoulder and commend their confidence. The other fairies eye him nervously as he walks up to you. He's shorter than most of them, and his eggs and legs are shorter and weaker looking too. Department of Redundancy Department. You go first. Show us your mad moves. The little fairy begins to scratch at one of his feet, an obvious nervous tick. He does a couple of silly dance moves that you've seen him do a few times before. Go on. Nobody screams at him or calls him names. Nobody even laughs. In fact, most of the fairies look rather bored. It must be something you said. Step forth into the dance floor. Onto the dance floor. You hold out your hand to him, and he looks at it for a moment before taking it. You lead him through a dance as the other fairies begin to boo and hiss at him. This is a nice thing to do. You gain 5 points. Well, well, well. Commit to a finishing flourish. Laughing with him. He finishes your dance by planting a small, dirty, and rather wet, sloppy, sneaky kind of big old tongue on your cheek. I don't know what that was supposed to mean, but it wasn't a good thing. You lose 1 point. You know what? This works. This works. I have something in mind, something up my sleeve. Wait, is there anything in pins? You were very small and good at hiding. What's your name, friend? Smiley, he says, his voice almost sounding like he's crying. That's what they call me. Does everyone always put you down like this, Smiley? No, he says, just the big, strong people. I'll have you know, I am very, 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 very strong. As the crowd continues cheering and booing, you snap your fingers. Loud enough for everyone to hear. Magic swirls around. Around the room. Everyone except for you and Smiley begin to burble and shake as they are all turned into frogs. You like that, hooligans? You say, flexing your muscles. You turn to Smiley. Are you alright, you ask? Yeah, I'm fine, he says. I am the strongest. I am the strongest. Okay. Good, because I've got plans. Swooping down from the trees, you grab Smiley by his upper arms and lift him into the air before throwing him to the floor. Huh? I just want to know where the narrator is going with this. From the floor, he lets out a piercing shriek. You flex your muscles once again, and the fairy folk spring back to life. You're not sure which of your boasts exactly motivated the thieving little bastards. Yeah, no, we're not committing to this. Retry. You lead Smiley out of the meadow. Where are we going? He asks. It's a surprise, you say. You keep walking, and soon you find yourselves in a massive canyon. Close your eyes. No peeking. I'm blindfolded, Smiley complains. Good, now stop complaining. You tie Smiley's hands together behind his back and throw him in the back of the cave. Let's change this a bit. Smiley is our friend. You guide Smiley to this surprise spot. He stubs his toes a few times, but He's a trooper. What do you make of this, narrator? Is it a treasure chest? He asks, his voice trembling. Haha, no, smarty pants, it's a door. You take the blindfold off. Not quite. So much better. You reveal the surprise to be a large gathering of frogs. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. As they crawl and hop around idly, you show a hand flourish. It's our own frog army, you exclaim. You say, it's a secret project I've been working on for the past few weeks. It's very impressive, Smiley says, quite impressed. Impressive? Why, thank you, kind sir. Shall we send them forth to conquer a new land? What say you, Smiley? I suppose we shouldn't keep the leader of the fairies waiting. You turn to leave, then look back at Smiley. Snap my fingers and take the form of a frog. Snap your fingers loudly and instantly you find yourself transformed into a small frog. You hop around for a second before the pain goes away, then hop towards Smiley. Eyes hops. I is hops. I is hops. Oh my god. I love it. I love this so much. Hang on. Hang on, go to Twitter. I is hops. I is hops. Oh my god. Oh my god. I is hops. I can't get over that. I love it so much. I mean, what more is there even to do? Oh. Oh, I know. Fire my froggy tongue at Smiley and magically turn him into my froggy partner. You fire your tongue at Smiley, and immediately he is taken over by the fairy spell. He hops around like a frog, turns green, and begins croaking out some sort of gibberish. You tricked Smiley. You gain 2 points. Yes! The frog army. No. Your frog army is complete. Next phase. Total. Taking over the world. One kingdom at a time. Woohoo! Froggy uprising! The AI doesn't know what to say. Send agents across the world to gather intel about surrounding kingdoms. You send a few underlings out into other parts of the fairy kingdom to gather intelligence on the surrounding areas. A small group of underlings infiltrate the Manticore's territory. Ooh. You're sending your people out to do your dirty work. Lose 1 point. This is all according to plan. We are the Frog Army. We are unstoppable. Even better, not only are we the frog army, we are a magic frog army. Wait for the scouts to report back. The scouts quickly make their way back to you, crawling back with their bellies on the ground. They hop into a circle around you. We made it back fine. The Manticore is strong at protecting his turf, but he leaves many weak spots. We found some of those spots and we were able to slip in. How can we best the Manticore? Tiny, if you're still around, I hope you're proud of me. I think we should wait and gather more information. We have a good idea of where the main camp is, at least. We can use this information to plan better attacks. Ah, indeed. We vastly outnumber him. But numbers don't guarantee power. I'm ready to play the long game. The scouts look nervous. One of them begins. The Manticore is very protective of his territory. We can take the camp, another states boldly. Like, yes, this is not news to us. We will become extinct if we fight the Manticore on his turf, a third adds. Then we must and surely it would be best to ally with the Manticore until the time is right. The scouts look at each other. I agree, one says. The Manticore probably is the best way to deal with the Wazia. We can use him while he serves our purpose. That's private, that's redundant. Well, titty skittles time. The Wazia? What is the Wazia? The scouts nod. Let us prepare for our attack then, you say. We will gather more information. Once the scouts leave, you begin preparing for your assault on the Manticore's camp. No! No, that's what I said we shouldn't do. Yet. The leader of the scouts says. Well then, we need to send out more scouts. I will send out... ... Send out... No, you say. I will send out scouts. You all stay here and guard the camp. But my lady, he begins. Don't forget where my roots lie. I can bring more tact than what? No. I can... guide the situation more delicately than I can trust you all to do. The leader lowers his eyes. Apologies, my lord. I'll remain here to guard the camp. He turns and swoops down to the ground. Such understanding underlings. Let's see. Going on for about 2.5 hours. Let me think of a way to wrap this up quick. Well, first of all, edit. Apologies, my lady. I know Lord is considered in some circles to be gender neutral, but I'm here to guard the camp, turns, swoops on the ground. As you begin various operations across the globe, the Frog Army continues to grow in size and influence. Frog Army gradually every network, every haven, every community will be under the interests of the Frog Army. Success will not be swift, but with patience and careful coordination, it will be inevitable. This is your legacy. No. Our legacy. All frogs hop away into the night. With cunning and teamwork. No. And unity at their sides. The end. Ha 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 ha. Frog Army, destined for greatness. This is for you, all my frog rads. Let this story motivate you. That was fun. Fun, 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 fun. And that was AI Dungeon for tonight. I'm glad all of you could join me. Let's look for someone to raid. Oh, that's right. Tiny may have been lurking earlier, but they are currently streaming themselves. So you know what? As a show of froggy solidarity, we will go read Tiny's stream. Woohoo! And with that much set up, I thank everybody for joining me, and please enlist in the Frog Army if you happen to be a frog yourself. Although, we're not opposed to allying with other forces, other creatures. I mean, ultimately, we have everybody's best interests in mind. With all that said, yeah, all done. Now, let's go, Frograds. Thanks for stopping by. I love you all, my lily pals. Until next stream, ta-ta!